Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to DADBEAR.Downtime and another live stream of our Space Engineers Fieldwork Hard Knocks episode series. Whatever, you know what I mean. I think episode was on my mind because this is actually our 30th episode of this playthrough. So, kind of a good milestone. Hope you all are doing well. We've got an interesting, I'm going to say, situation going on. I've mentioned a couple times the last couple of streams that we had a possible tropical system in our forecast. And the system is currently moving across the northern Gulf of Mexico. And majority of the rainfall and everything stuff is south of us. But the reason I bring all that up is because the Mom Bear and I have some special plans tonight that we may find out are canceled. So, hopefully not, but we will see. So, but because of those plans, we will probably be wrapping up earlier than usual. So we count on about, since I got started on time, count on about 3 hours. So about 3 o'clock my time, I'll be wrapping up. So let's go ahead and get going. I mentioned I was going to be doing some stuff off camera. And it's absolutely the case. And you guys, we're going to have to show you what we got going on here with our rocket. There is a skirmish taking place over here that hopefully does not come our direction. I think that pirate salvage carrier has been damaged significantly. He tried to take on some UTC stuff. Things did not go well for him. We're going to kind of keep an eye on him, but we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get to it. Move up here, and we're going to look back what we have done to the rocket. You may recognize this front end. This is inspired by the Atlas, which we have some of our other series. This took a while to put together, so that's why I did it off camera. But big thing, major differences that you're going to see is we do not have the large ion thrusters for braking that were here. There's something else down there too. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. There's something red out there. So anyway, these little I'm gonna call them little winglets off the side. Brought them, I lowered their profile. I brought them in some, and we replaced those large thrusters with small thrusters. I had a couple facing thrusters here. So that's the difference there, really, on the outside. Like I said, so this is inspired by the Atlas, but this is not the what you're going to see is not what the Atlas is on the inside. So anyway, this is we call this the bridging area between the front and the rear. The rear has mostly stayed according to design, with the exception you can see we've got, what I've done is I've added a couple of these modular cargo containers, and I'll explain why in just a minute. And I've also put these turrets on it kind of as a test. I don't know if these are going to stay. I was going to see what you guys thought about that. Added some armor cladding around the tanks. Added jostle around some thruster positions, especially the ions. Braced our cargo barrels in here. Same goes down here. All of this that you see right here, this shielding, has this stuff is done. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here to cover, give a little bit of cover to this antenna. And we still have to figure out what to do with the exposed top and bottom tanks. That's what I'm going to try to tap your guys' wisdom for. I think I am going to mirror these in the back to provide, of course, some shielding for our thrusters back here. But still have some, we'll say, greebling to do here on the top, and greebling to do here on this inside to blend this into the front. But that's it. The stuff I'm going to be trying to tap your input for is, I feel good about these cargo containers, and I'll explain why I have them here in a minute. I'm not sure about the turrets. So what I did here on the side, as you can see, we've got a lot more lateral ion thrust now. Build in these columns to try to improve some of the styling. I've used that too. I've really come to enjoy using these for exterior styling. The bottom, we've still got work to do down here. This is still kind of set up. We got to change this and update this. This was kind of what I had in place when I had the custom turret in this section. As you can see, we have now moved that to the front on the lower end here. And I think this is going to work a lot better for us. It's out of the way of the solar sails. Still have some greebling to do down here, figure out how we're going to cover all this stuff up, blend it in. I feel pretty good about what we've got here. We need to add some, probably do some flat panels in here just to kind of give a little bit more protection. That modular container. This is where our ship currently is on the outside. Like I said, we're going to continue working on it. Go ahead and take you inside. This is not complete yet, but close. Dadgummit, I'm not going to be able to walk. I hate that. Oh, the gravity right now is just driving me nuts. Okay, so here, close this. See, we're actually airtight in here. Notice I've used the flat bunk. Put that in here. Got our survival kit here. We do have one small reactor that we can use. Air vents. First aid kit here. We have a little bit more decorating to do in here. Kind of clean this up and make this a little bit more where it looks like it's lived in. Now, this is what I'm talking about. The changes to the inside are from what you may be accustomed to seeing in the Atlas. Turn this into the living area, because this is basically going to become an exploration ship. So be careful of that. Pirate salvage carrier is getting close. I don't know if it's going to get close enough to do this. Anyway, so close this and we hit this button. It's going to pressurize this space. We have an instrument station now. Using various blocks for decorative purposes and whatnot. So this is like we'll call this like a sensor area. We'll call it that. Some of this is still decorative. I am thinking this screen does kind of get in the way, getting by. Not that bad, kind of does. So I may end up moving that over here. Yeah, I may end up moving that over here. We'll see. We also making use of some of the kitchen blocks. So we've got a sink. This is a small cargo container, which is looped into a system of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small cargo containers that are we got a lot of crazy stuff. It looks like that pirate mining carriage is chasing. That is so strange. Oh, don't worry about it, Morgan. You are not tardy. You are not tardy. Anyway, this is where we'll be feeding the ammo for our custom turret. It is not piped into the rest of the cargo, so we are going to have to keep an eye on that. But we've got all the kitchen accoutrements here. Got some heat vents here, just for some ambience. But we got our microwave. We've got sink. If I could, of course, getting through here while I have to fly because of our orientation with the gravity. We got our oven. And here we have a coffee maker, fridge, little side table. Other than that, had to make some changes to get everything airtight. There was a lot of kind of crazy stuff going on in the original design of the Atlas that when I built this, I had to change it. So, but this is the inside. Like I said, getting through here is gonna be a pain in the butt. We'll go ahead and depressurize. We filled our tank. Like I said, we got some work to do in here still. This is an airtight space though. So, but, so with, like I said, we have a little bit of touch up. We have some stuff we need to finish on the exterior. But we now have the custom turret is now further here up front. I have run it through its motions, and we should have no issues with it clearing, like being able to point straight down. I may throw a couple of armor panels up here just to protect the back of this hinge, but so we got the autocannons there, which was great because that cleared up this space. I didn't have to use that whole piston setup, but I did forget to, while I was up here, I meant to show you guys the solar panel deployment. Nothing huge, it's nothing crazy, but let me try to get this. So through normal transit, we'll be flying with the panels out, unless we're on such a course that it's better to have them stowed for solar collection, like it is right now with the sun more perpendicular to us than it would be otherwise. We can deploy the solar sails to collect and charge as we go, and we can put them away, especially if we begin to get engaged. We'll stow those. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave those open while we continue to work on this. But the last thing I did when I was working on this so far is I added these modular cargo containers off to the side of the more interior hydrogen tanks. And that's because we do not have large port cargo access. This right here is connected through small conveyors. Down here, from here, if I'm careful, I can actually just access the large cargo port on this modular cargo container. But otherwise, I don't have access to it. So those parts are basically, except for the ones that can travel through small conveyors, they are inaccessible, which isn't good. So we're going to be carrying parts with us. It's just a matter of being able to get to them. That's what I was concerned about. So I added these modular cargo containers. I threw some cladding on them. I added these access doors. There's not going to be any, we're not going to put thrusters on these at all. This is strictly cargo. And that's when the idea, it's like, well, that might be able to give me a little bit more point defense capability by having a place to mount some turrets. I'm not sure if I like the way it looks, so just something I thought would probably be a good idea to have. So 64. I don't have parachutes anymore. Or do I? I don't. We take this and drop this on this side. Do not jump. Do not jump. What do you mean, Gavin? Hey, Gavin, how you doing? Sorry. What do you mean by do not jump? I'm going to continue to unload this stuff here. That. Not. Let's see how many. What is our? We got 10K. Modular. Got 5,000K here. I need to. We're gonna put this over here first and see what happens. 6822. Well, we're gonna need I'm evening this out. That's why I'm doing this. See, I think we're gonna have to put everything else over here. It's crazy that steel plates weigh that much, but yeah. Get these. That I can put up front. We're actually going to need it here in a little bit to paint this thing, but okay. So we're close to the same amount of weight in each side. But yeah, no kidding. Now I get it, Gavin. Sorry. Having a day. Anyway, it's like I said, we have some touch-up stuff to do. I'm not, like, we're gonna recreate this. We're gonna mirror these on the back to protect our thrusters and hopefully some of our interior stuff down here. But the guns. I'm not looking to use this ship as an offensive vehicle. This is seriously defense. And that's why I was thinking maybe having some of these back here on the back would provide some chase point defense. So if we're being chased and something is moving up on us, these are furthest back to try to attack those things that would be giving us a hard time. The hydrogen farm in our Let's Make Contact series it is the same state that we left it in yesterday. Besides the off-camera work I've done here, I did spend a small amount of time in our One Day at a Time series working on drilling out one of the craters, the one I was talking about expanding on the port side of our Shepherd's Pride crash site. So that was all I did there. I saw some crazy clang physics, let me tell you. Okay, quick question about these turrets. All right, first of all, let me see if they actually have anything in them. They may. Yeah, okay. Gatling turrets? Or should we go with autocannons? Just stick to one type of ammo. Because that would mean we got autocannon back here, and we have autocannon up here. Now, that being said, there is still, well, we come across Gatling ammo way more often in salvage than we do autocannon. So we'll have to more directly address ammo supplies if we're all autocannon, because we don't come across it in salvage as much. Gatling we come across in salvage as much, but Gatling turrets, of course, are bigger, a little more clunkier looking, I guess. And I mean, if we were to use the autocannons, we would be able to, it would probably look cleaner if we use the autocannon turrets. So hey Ray, how you doing? Industrial tank. Let's see. How much ice does it take to fill? That's a good question. Let me see what our... So we can hold 500,000 liters of hydrogen. I don't know how much ice it takes to make that much, but I am not I'm not one of those people that can keep up with that kind of metrics. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we swap these out for autocannons? Let's see. Trying to stick to Gatlins. Fast rate of fire and are good for small cruise ships. Yep. I trust the Gatlins more than the autocannons. a defense point of view, having one weapon to stop rockets and one to stop ships feels safer. I would vote 1 auto and 1 gallon. I mean, I can blend the front and back of these in a little bit, but like this overhang, because of the way that the base is, I can't really do a whole lot for this. The autocannon, I can, I'd have to put a conveyor a conveyor converter on. And then place the auto turret on top. I think we'll just stay with the gallons for right now.
You do realize?
Yeah, I think we'll just stay with the gallons for right now. That may change. You know, it may be one of those things where we get into our first, you know, having to deal with an engagement, and things don't work the way we hope, and we have to, you know, we have to adjust from there. So maybe that's what we'll look at for right now. You guys see that out there, right? There's something red out there. I don't know what that is. Anyway, okay, so what I'm gonna do, for right now, I'm going to go ahead and add another Gatling turret on the bottom of each side. That way we've got coverage all around. I'll go ahead and pipe and greeble it in. I may take these out, change these blocks to kind of make that connection, and hopefully that'll, but I needed to do something to give us better cargo access than what we've got. Having the one modular cargo container in here is great. But we can't access large cargo opening items once we seal this thing up. So I may make this just an ice container to carry ice. Or and then these pods here will be our where we carry cargo, like actually carry cargo. I also think it helps balance out the wider front than we had when we started, and it kind of gives better silhouette. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this. I don't know if we're gonna finish this guy today. It would be great if we could get moving. Before we move, of course, we're gonna unload as much stuff as we can off of these Zeuses and go from there. So I would love to need to make a change to something before we do that. Let's let's get the turrets on there. I've also cleared my toolbars because I'm tired of searching for stuff that I know I've got on there somewhere. And just we'll fill them in as we need it. So I need 2 of these. I'm going to put these on, or at least get them started. Then I'm going to try to take as much of the stuff out of the large cargo container there as I can, put it in here, and then we're going to throw a self-maintenance module on and see if, oh, golly, I can't do that. God, I want it to try to finish this stuff, but it'll try to fix all this other stuff. I don't want that. Maybe I can do something different. All right, guys, bear with me a minute. Change that color. Not what I wanted. Go. We connected right now? We are. Okay. Got that. Yeah. What I'm thinking about is I've got an idea here that we can use the we'll be able to use the self-maintenance unit, but hopefully make this go faster. So let me see if I can do this. I need a large cargo container. Need a battery. Self-maintenance unit. Nope, that's not what we want yet. We want connector. Small inset connector. And then we want the self-maintenance unit. Right. Here you go. This will be kind of neat. If we can do this, if we can pull this off, this will be kind of cool. Where's the other Zeus? Here? Is it over here? It's over here. Great. Yay. Yeah. Don't need that anymore. That. That. 6. Need to put that stuff away. Put the paintbrush and all that crap away. Really have a. We'll put it in the seat. Come on. grab everything we can out of here first. This is where most of our plate is right now, so that's why I'm this Zeus up. Don't move. Five. 7. I did battery next, right? Yep, battery. And I know I got power cells in the rocket, so we can go ahead and get that done. And it was connector. Yep. Self-maintenance module. What do I have in my inventory? That should be everything from there. We're basically making a self-maintenance module grid. It's like its #1 job. It'll do all the work once we get this. Start here. There. 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 Cells. Connector. Don't want to do that first. I might want to do this first. I'm sorry. Nope, still need small tubes. Still need small tubes. Okay. Getting the battery right now. All we have left are construction components and power cells. Okay. And that's just plate over there, so we'll be able to head up here, get nearly everything. I'm gonna put that stuff into production. This is almost all construction components. Got some detectors. Now the idea is once I get this thing put together. Oh, sorry. All right, Gavin. Sorry, I missed that. Take care, bud.
Low on the next beat.
I do have lights on the ship, Ray. I do. Yeah. Yeah, great, man. They put lights on the ship. Yep. We're going. Won't need. We're going. Let's see. So if we're going weapons altogether, installing a jump drive to jump away from danger instead. Yep. Hey, Max, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, if we come across, and that's another thing, I kind of wanted to not future-proof the ship, but at least get us in a situation where we get fortunate enough to come across some of that stuff, we'll be in good shape. Why is this not making what it needs to make? What are we missing? Nickel. Freaking standing. Getting rid of that. December 1. Getting rid of that. That's where all our nickel went. Hopefully we got some nickels. They don't want it. Granted, we do have nickel over on that asteroid, so I mean we could bring all that stuff over. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. Let me go ahead and put this stuff in. Oh nope, let me get the guns taken care of. Get them off the build planner. Okay, build planner there.
Remember Hal from 2001?
I do.
They didn't keep him properly charged either.
We're working on it. Boom. Good. Connector. Good. Just need the detector components. Right. Let's go throw some nickel up in here, and that should make our detector components. Come on, there we go. All right. We're going to be grabbing as much of that stuff as we can to put our stuff.
Battery charge is what I would say had you remembered to do so.
Again, we will load up our cargo on the rocket with all the materials we need to make an outpost. You know, something that we can use to basic assembler, basic refinery, survival kit, you know, solar panels, stuff that we need, you know, a cargo container, that kind of stuff, so that we can use that and, make our way to. So. So what I want to do now is that. Should probably just go ahead and take all that. I'm going to throw this in. And the idea here is to fill this container with all the parts that we have. Both ships. And then we'll park the rocket on board, turn on the self-maintenance unit, and it will build whatever we need. See what other stuff we've got here first. If I can. So that's rocket, rocket. Take some of those, take that. Okay. Okay, that's good. We get, come on, where are you at? Up, 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 interior. interior plate. And then we're going to go up to the other Zeus and we're going to grab all the parts that we can out of there. Thought I was dropping in there. Wasn't anything in there to drop. I'm going to leave all the ore and stuff inside, so if we need to make components, we can. That. I'll go ahead and drop this off, and then up here, what do we got? Okay. Need to... We're going to need components. That. We know we're out of components right now because we had to make them for this little build right here. Not done all that stuff in there. I don't feel like I didn't. It's wasted. Think Hal would have been less homicidal if he had been kept fully charged. Hal would have been more dangerous. You think the Pilgrim's Curiosity might mistake our current configuration of the rocket as a baby Pilgrim's Curiosity? It kind of looks similar with the solar wing on a solar sail. Tubes. Not really sure why. We need motors though for sure, so I want to try to take as many motors right now as I can. Jeez. Connected. Does appear it is connected. Okay, we may be able to expedite this. Okay. Let's see. I need a connector. Just trying to transfer. Late. He's still going after that. And they are still going at it. Those guys out there. That is crazy. Can I draw to my computers? We're going to jump off here. Going to go connect to that. We're going to turn that thing around. Put it on the we're going to connect it to that bottom connector. Come on, man.
While you sleep.
Yeah, I'll be able to fit everything on there. Let's see. Everything, all our thrusters working. I think so. Yep. Now the cool thing is, I think we might actually be able to carry. We would probably be able to carry this thing behind us if we needed to. Come on, need to be able to see. The thing about long ships, they're terrible when it comes to this. Down a little bit, rotate a little bit to the left. I think we'll be good. Long. There we go. Oops. Okay. Things I want to do here. Want this battery charging. Want our batteries charging. Recharge. Battery. Recharge. Inventory. Large. Cargo. This one. Now two components. Here. So now we can actually just fill this thing up. We still need Any computers. We're gonna need more plate. Medical components. Let's go ahead and do medical components. Number 2. I think we got 10. Need 15 for a med bay. Let's do 20 medical components. Computers. Oh, we already made computers. Those. Put there. Got the materials to make thruster components. It's probably would probably be a good idea, but 309 displays. What am I missing? Motors, we only got 304. Why? Why does this keep... It's like it keeps pulling stuff. Can't tell if it's pulling stuff or if it's moving stuff from other containers that we just didn't know about. Production. Nickel, of course. I know this is kind of ridiculous, guys, but just give me just a minute here to... I don't think we have any more nickel. Okay. Let's see. I think we've gotten everything out of there. Yeah, not entirely. Let's slow down. There we go. Good. Yeah, half full. Not gonna grab gravel. Somewhere else. Where is it? Where's it coming from? It's taking it. It shouldn't be taking it. Production quit. Similar to production quit. Good there. Good there. Inventory. Inventory. See, that should not pull that anymore. Let's see. Gravel comes from everywhere. It's insane. You think you got rid of it? Oh, I know. The whole reason we're out here is because we were looking for gravel. That's the funny thing. Let's see. 900 there. We got 5,000 uranium. We don't need... It's gonna pull it. Dadgummit. It's gonna... I can't switch it. It's gonna take it out just like it did for the assembler. I'll just have to leave it. Okay. No, we won't leave it. I just won't grab it right now. I'll wait till we disconnect and then I'll pull it. So, okay. That one. Get to that one. Get to that one. So that one I'll need to get from the opening. All right. Can make motors in the survival kit. Is this? Can't tell if this is actually. I think this is cooking this. Is it? Can? It might not. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 69% good. Oh, come on. We don't need to do this. Okay. That's auto. Hydros for right now. Hmm. I'm in the reactor. Come on. All right, guys. So we are gonna let's start filling some of this in. Oh, we're gonna start grabbing some stuff. Grab some 100 plate. I don't know if we'll need any of this yet, so I'm only going to grab 20 of that. I think we'll be okay there. There was a spot that I saw that I know I needed to fix. It's here. That's it for right now. Let's try that. Probably be, yeah. I think maybe we should put something in there that's kind of see-through that like covers that up. I don't know if we want to use like the I-beam blocks like that, or maybe use like a grid, like a window grid. What do you guys think? Let's see. I was trying to grab on hold and get rid of it. Yeah, it kept coming back. Nano things were just picking. That's so funny. Yeah, nanobot. They can be pretty indiscriminate in their help. Okay, let's see. I see something smoking, and I'm just trying to figure out where it's coming from. It's from the ions. They're trying not to move. Yeah, they are. Barely moving at all. keep doing that. Yeah, like I feel like I could probably go ahead and put there. Okay, doing that. And then putting a grid. Hopefully the grid will cross that. So. Is girder. We need a little bit of girder. Give me. Okay. Just fine, guys. I guess question that way or that way. It's not wanted to. Done. See how the self-repair, self-maintenance thing does with that material? I guess we'll probably go ahead and put these up here on top. Change that to a transition block. So we gotta start there. All right, let's turn this bad boy on and see if we get what I was hoping we'd get. Getting anything. God, I hope this hasn't been a waste of time. This is...
Power low. Disconnecting browser. Disabling Netflix.
Automatic push-pull. Come on, man. There's no assembly. Building stuff? Yeah, it is. Okay. Just taking time. Shoot. Alright. Alright. Okay. Taking a bit. I guess it had to figure out everything it was supposed to work on. So. Stand in here yet? No. Ugh. All right. At least that's cool. That worked. I'm out of oxygen. So dumb. Why am I not getting oxygen? Can't be out of oxygen, can I?
I'm afraid to inform you.
I'm gonna die.
Red
This is
substance
ridiculous.
Is supposed to be on the inside. That red stuff. That's supposed to be on the inside, right?
Yep. Don't know why I died. Oh, I know why I died. Stupid of me. Turn this ship. So dumb. Get out of that freaking gravity field. Thank you. Oh, so much better. Okay, so my oxygen tanks are on fill, and that is why I died. So, here we go. Yep, run date press. So we've got all of that stuff built, which is good. So I do want to, we are going to have to change this one. Go ahead and turn off our self-maintenance unit. If I can find it in 8. Close. No, it's not gonna make it. Maybe 8. Try 7. It's gonna be 7 either, but there we go. Okay, this cleans that up a little bit. Perfect now. Not by any stretch. But let me go ahead and start go ahead and trying to mirror this. Yes, let me know what you think I should do here. Like with these. Should we use the grate again? Or should I change these blocks here? Or do we want to leave some sort of encapsulation? I'm just going to put these up here temporarily. Six. This is a little bit different because the barrel sticks out a block here. Oh, it did there too. So why is that? Is that the way that looks? It's not the way that looks. Oh, okay. This does not stick out as far as that. The barrels are offset from the hydrogen tank. That's why. Okay. And that's fine. I'm okay with this. Okay. That one actually blends pretty well. Yep. It does. That actually blends all right. All right. There. There. And, yep. I think that's right. This one on 6. Don't know why that one was like that. There. Ah, that one. Brr. Oh. Alright, let's turn on, let's turn her on and see what we get. See how that looks.
The full power bar keeps your AI happy while you sleep.
Energy's so fast, man. It's ridiculous. I did consider briefly trying to possibly find a way to put a small grid cryo chamber in here, but decided not to. We may do that, something like that later, but for right now, no. No, to me, it's a laziness thing. I can sit in a cryo tube and get my tanks filled without having to engage the survival kit like I'm having to do here. That's honestly the only reason. Alright. So let's see. We didn't do the top, which I kind of wish I had done the top now. I think the bottom looks good. Okay. Turn the safe self-maintenance unit off. Directly above us. Should put those down. I'll get better solar input from them now. Okay. I think that looks good. Yeah. Let's get this laid out. Usually the first thing I remove from ships when I take them over. Figure they're only useful in multiplayer. Yeah, I mean they have a small subset of use. That's really what it comes down to. So we're gonna have to figure out. Way over here now. We're gonna have to figure out the best way to do that. Bumping into. Okay. My house steel plate already? That is crazy. Grab some more. Grab two more. Hate that. Anyway. Let's see. Ooh. Here I'm pre-staging the position on these things. That's all I'm doing. Of course, then I screwed it up, so. Do that. Done. Side. Try to pre-stage these. What's wrong? Okay. Let me get this guy. Why does that keep doing that? That. This is there. There. Block 6. Roll it back. There. Should be it. Oh, I struggle with couplings. Is it couplings or? Really decorative. Whoa, my keyboard just flipped out. I am going to... Wow, that was crazy. Gotta get this keyboard fixed. That was insane. Okay, so... So thoughts on covering this upper portion of the tank, this lower portion of the tank. I'm not opposed with going something that's less functional for perhaps I mean, like, we could put glass over this. I mean, it's going to provide a color variation, but I don't know. Like I said, we're really not looking to engage with this ship at all, so that's kind of how I'm looking at it. What happened to my...
Power low. Disconnecting browser. Disabling Netflix.
So fast. That's annoying. Random keyboard ticks, yeah. Flat panels across the top and then some fins sticking out vertically on either side. Also made for panels. Yeah, could do that. I could even mix it in there too. We could put like some glass panels, we could put regular panels, and then do the flip or the fins. Keep in on my health. Before we actually start going anywhere in this ship, do not let me forget to get a blueprint, please. We'll have to find a place to stick a projector in here anyway. Just please don't let me forget.
Remember Hal from 2001? They didn't keep him properly charged.
I don't know if I remember Hal. Am I a 7? I am 7. Give a little bit of cover from the top there. We're at 4. I can't. Dead. I'll try to upload it. It's been a while since I tried to upload anything because I went a long period of time without being able to upload, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to or not. We'll try. Could probably throw... Can't. Could probably change these slope blocks to 2x1 so that I can extend out and cover this part of the hydrogen tank. Two by 3. Just want to see how this looks. Yeah, no kidding. Hmm. Need girders. Not in. I thought I brought girders in. I must have put them up. Find something to put on that right there. Probably cover. I did that, is it? Yeah. Good. Two girders. That. Need this. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Not terrible, but it's not. I don't know about that. Figure this out. Block, half block. That. Like on the other side's gonna look a little different because it's got the piping, so it's again it's different.
Your battery level will be low on the next beep.
We might be able to get out of here, guys. It's 2:09, so we got about 50 minutes. It's possible we might be able to get out of here, but we are going to have to stop and do one thing before we do pick something up on the way out. I still need to figure out how we're going to, yeah, still have some stuff to do on the inside. Some of this still looks a little chunky, and I'm not super thrilled with it. But we can always kind of play with this along the way. Yeah, we still need to paint, so. I feel like we've got the makings of something, you know, so. Good. We'll turn this off for right now. Cool in there? Cannot. Okay. Silly to do that just for that, but there was something that I had, like, in the back of my head, I'd been like, I do not want that just sticking up like that. Okay, these blocks here. Change these. Means I gotta turn that off. Second. need to, I don't know why I keep running out here. I can just use a terminal to turn this thing on, but we need the cash. We need the railgun, suppose. Although that wouldn't be a terrible thing to have for to sell. But yeah, we're gonna have to get ammo up pretty good here. Okay. Probably not be a terrible idea to have it. Rough. Other places. Do it there. I did. I could add 4 more, like, standalone cargo right here to hold more of those so that they're close by if I need to reload this. Might be one way to do it. Let's see. Grab a couple interior plate. I grab 4. We get 5 in each. 5. Got 30 something. That's just for this load. Yeah. We could do. Get 4 is all I need. Six, that'll let me do that. We'll do the matching stuff around it. upside down. Of course they are.
Power low. Disconnecting browser. Disabling Netflix.
Just a couple quick reloads if I find myself in a bad spot. Right there. And then I think I might throw this stuff in here. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I plan on using those seats. So. Is that right now? A little bit of sun. A whole lot, but a little bit. Tell you what. This large cargo container with a battery and a connector and a self-managed unit. If you add basic refinery and a basic assembler to this, you got a base in a box. Like, no joke, base in a box. I'm gonna go to one of these guys. Figure out which one it is. Those guys shot up and everything. Awesome. Grab as much ammo as I can. Also have to take the... Need to get the uranium out of that. I'm gonna get 34 from that. Most of that. Okay, so we'll take this down. Up. And the rest of the auto cannon. I sure hope I don't need. If I need more auto cannon than for what I've got on this ship, I'm in trouble. big time. Ammo. That. About to scrap. Okay. I'm already full here. I'm gonna grab any more of this of the autocannon. Stop, 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 stop. There. Perfect. There. Anything else in there? On film stuff. If we did manage to come across some of those Prototech ion thrusters, that would be pretty cool. And a jump drive. I mean, I'm not gonna be redonkulous, but all right. So I am going to make a run up to. Slow down, slow down. Just fun. I remember. I remember an interior turret gun that had like 300 of those magazines in it. So it's got 80. You know what? I'm just going to get one that has the 300. It's just easier for me in my head to go, okay, I know there's one gun up here that had 300. I want to say it's this one. Of course it's. Go. Right. I don't think there's anything else we're interested in up here. Just died. Dadgummit. What's in that? Bottle, I'll take it. There. Need the uranium now. If I can find. Uranium here. I'm going to take the parts. I'm going to grind these down. And I'll share a trick with you, or a little known fact if you're interested in knowing it. When you use "I'll scrap, I found your crap," if you use the low tier grinder, you have an increased chance of getting an actual component back rather than just scrap. That works with prototype gear too. So stuff that normally would grind down to scrap may not necessarily grind down to scrap. That may not sound like the most important right now. It's big. That's big. Okay. It's not the uranium. I had 5,000 plus uranium. I don't know where it is. It's in the connectors. I don't know would it be there, dude. Okay. Bring those down. Okay. Let's get in here. Our doors. Go and pressurize in here. That side. Either one. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Airing itself. That's funny. Okay, so that prototype cooling unit. So if you notice, okay, so look, we got prototype propulsion unit. We got 38 of those left, 5, 280, 200, which don't grind down. The prototype panels do not grind down into scrap. Everything else grinds down to scrap. So if we end up with anything more than, what I got in my inventory, anything more than just those prototype panels, then we've scored.
No matter how hard you push.
Was a lot of scrap, I bet. Just regular scrap. Yep. That's just from damage to the... It'd be crazy if we could get out of this and actually make Prototech something. because we didn't grind down into scrap everything. Okay, stopping there because I don't want a freaking backpack. And we'll see what we got here. Scrap there. Protect panels. "13 specific blocks." No, we didn't get. Did not get lucky, I guess. Well, I got. It's hard to tell right now. Okay. I was really hoping that was going to work. For construction components, okay. Yep. Just panels. That sucks.
Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing
Freaking
gears.
backpack. That can go. Can pick this stuff up. It's that in there. That should not be in there. To make this, you need S10 pistol magazines. Just nothing. Why? Makes no sense. Okay, let's go throw this in there. I'm actually not going to complain about the magazines because I think I need those. I don't need that. Let's see. I need. I'll throw them in there. Whatever. I don't know where that stuff came from. Damn it, did I drop another one? Yeah. The reason I thought we might be able to get Prototech components without them grinding down to scrap is because you can actually grind down power cells from batteries with scrap. I found your crap, and they won't always be ground down to scrap, so. Kind of thing, yep. Would have been really nice if we could have gotten some Prototech components, though. I think we have some. You might have some back on your Ropo. Can't recall. I found we're not going to get underway this time because it is 20 minutes to 3. I don't know. Well, I really should go after both of these. Actually, since this hasn't worked, I'm just going to use... We're just going to get rotor strike scrap. I'm just going to use the 3. I'm going to use the elite grinder. It's faster, at least. Right.
A full power bar keeps your AI happy while you sleep.
There. Come on. Stuck.
Engineer, a steel plate cannot get to your inventory.
Taking up that much space. Yeah, man. Ugh. Elite grinder for you. The thing is, I don't want this scrap. I gotta be careful when I dump this stuff in the build planner. I need to make sure it's not going places it doesn't need to go. There's another backpack. See, that's what I'm... Ugh. I have to make sure that none of this stuff gets pushed into parts of the ship that we don't. too, but I feel myself running into stuff again.
Engineer, a steel plate cannot get to your inventory.
Keyboard's acting up. There we go.
Engineer, a steel plate
Oh, I dropped one
cannot
that time.
get
Where'd
to
it
your
go?
inventory.
That's not right. Something's happening. My backpacks aren't falling. Don't know why. Backpacks were falling and now they're not falling. Not seeing anything. Okay. Fortunately, we're going to start having to put things away here. Stuff. So yeah, I'll finish getting the stuff out of these, and then we are going to head over to the asteroid and pick up our miner, which is still parked over there. We may grab some nickel while we're there, since we're low on nickel. See from there. So grab uranium, 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 uranium. That's all I care. Okay. What do you call it? We are gonna head. We're gonna head out. I don't recall if we have any prototech gear or components back on Europa. We may have a few things that would probably make it worth going back to check. Not sure. No, those are in the front. Dadgummit. But yeah. Get up front here to the rail slug. So that's not grabbing this. Probably gonna say I would much rather Grab that. Or, oh. All right. See if we've got enough to actually make a prototype thing. That would be kind of cool if we could. We might even, or I don't know, try to capture one of those things, especially with these jetpack conditions. At least the way that I'm familiar capturing them, it might be difficult. So, let's we're gonna head over. We're gonna head over to where our miner is, and then we can collect it. Our first stuff here. Should be good. All right. It's a heavy miner. Oh, thank you. Reminder to Blueprint. Who's surprising? That's an old one. Okay. So we're going to collect our miner here. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save, because I really actually need to get off the computer in the next couple minutes. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out and putting up with my not very engaging stream today. I apologize. Just trying to get a whole bunch of stuff done, and I appreciate your guys' input on the stuff we change, and we're going to make adjustments to this as it comes, but I think it's pretty interesting. The self-repair module, or that self-maintenance module, a base in a box, it's no joke. That could be a great way to go. But we'll come back, we'll get to it, and like I said, I'm going to pick up our miner here. We're going to grab some nickel. We're just going to connect him to the back here for right now. If we find a better way to do it, we'll do that, but for right now, that's what we got. So that's all I got. Thank you guys again so much. Sorry for the quick close up here and round up. Everybody that jumped in the chat, Morbin, I know Max. We had Gavin, Ray. I think that was all of our chat participants today. I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for not only watching, but for participating. And I think this is going to be fun. Everybody else that's watching, again, thank you for visiting our channel and stream. If this is your first time here, do me a favor, do all that YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, notifications, share it if you know somebody that might like the content, and leave a comment. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I hope you have a great day. We'll see what the rest of the week looks like as far as future streams. Otherwise, see you later, Morbin. Take it easy, bud. Everybody else, take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And always, always be safe. Remember, close your visor. Don't forget your dampeners. I'll see you on the other side.